Call this regular meeting to order. Call roll.
Mayor Querom.
Here.
Councilmember Swanson.
Here.
Mabry.
Here.
Fabia.
Here.
Newman.
Here. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do you have any public comment to start off tonight? We'll go to approval of minutes and go to council member Newman.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from our regular council meeting on July 16th, 2018.
Second.
Motion's been second. Any comments, corrections? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
Aye.
Fabia.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querom.
Aye. We'll go to approval of invoices. City Clerk Nelson.
Tonight in the Department of Accounts and Finances, we have invoices totaling $179,240.73. In the Department of Streets and Public Improvements, we have invoices totaling $91,225.40. In the Department of Public Safety, we have invoices totaling $115,997.28. And in the Department of Public Property and Utilities, we have invoices totaling $215,432.23. Mayor, all council members present have confirmed their reviews of all invoices and now are submitted for disposition.
I make a motion that we approve the invoices as presented.
Second.
Motion's been second. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
Aye.
Fabia.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querom.
Aye. Now we'll go to regular business and City Clerk Nelson.
Next on the agenda, we have the second and final reading of Ordinance O-18-019. This is an ordinance authorizing a development agreement with Nathan and Lindsay County. Mayor, all council members have reviewed this ordinance and it is submitted for disposition.
I make a motion that we approve ordinance O-18-019, which is authorizing a development agreement with Nathan and Lindsay, sorry.
Second.
Motion has been second. You guys want to say anything or any comments or questions for them from the council? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
Aye.
Fabia.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querom.
Aye.
Next item on the agenda is an ordinance establishing prevailing wages. Mayor, this has been reviewed by all council members and it is submitted for disposition.
I make a motion that we approve ordinance O-18-022, which is establishing prevailing wages.
I will say this is the first reading.
First reading of ordinance O-18-022.
Second.
Motion's been second. Any comments? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
Aye.
Fabia.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querom.
Aye.
Next item on the agenda is Resolution R-18-032. Let me get the specific language on that. This is a resolution approving a joint agreement number C-93-055-16, where the total project cost is $2,350,963. And in this ordinance, or in this resolution, we're confirming appropriation of sufficient funds to cover the local match set forth in the agreement in the amount of $1,060,963, plus any other amounts needed in addition to the ITEP funds to complete the project. This is for the Euclid Avenue rebuild project. Mayor, this has been reviewed by all council members and is submitted for disposition.
I'll make a motion that we approve resolution R-18-032, which is a joint agreement committing sufficient funding for a city share of the Euclid Avenue rebuild project.
Second.
Motion's been second. Comments?
Pete, do you know, is all our engineering done up to this point now?
No,
Then.
phase 1 and phase 2 are finished, phase 3 is going to begin.
Is that number in here?
I'm not certain.
I think it's just total project cost.
Yeah. I think our engineering's on top of that.
I don't know if it's line item in here, Ray. Unfortunately, I don't have the answer to that, Ray.
That's all right.
I suspect that if we're committing to the sufficient funds, that we're going to cover the engineering too.
Any further comment? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Avery.
Aye.
Fabian.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye.
Next item on the agenda is a resolution R-18-033. This is a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a purchase contract with Standard Equipment Company for a replacement Vector truck not to exceed $386,594. Mayor, this has been reviewed by all council members and is submitted for disposition.
I make a motion that we approve Resolution R-18-033, authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with Standard Equipment Company for the purchase of a Vector truck.
Second.
Motion has been seconded. Justin, do you want to come up? You have anything to? What do you? Come up and just state your name.
Maybe I'll just preface this before Justin talks, is that we experienced a failure of our Vector truck. It's a very important piece of equipment for our Public Works Department. And so Justin has been scrambling to look at all possible alternatives to get back on track with some sort of Vector equipment. Rachel has supplied this memo to you that kind of gives the history and the breakdown of any of the alternatives we have. And it's basically boiled down to the likelihood of looking at a demo unit for this price. And Justin, maybe you can speak to why.
Yes, I assume you got in your letter all the details, because we had looked at a used piece of equipment and a newer piece of, or a demo actually. I think it pretty much explains any differences as far as warranties. I know that the demo is a considerable expense, a little bit larger expense, but I think in the grand plan it would last us longer. Also, the technology on the demonstrator is far better than the 2014. They have changed several things on them, and I think it would be better for the workers. And I also know it does have more safety equipment, so you can't make a mistake and be injured or mess something up.
What's the life expectancy of these?
Well, this truck, our present truck, lasted us 20 years. I have no reason to believe this one wouldn't last longer. I would say 20 years to be safe, but the demonstrator itself, it's been used by Vector personnel. It's had a sheltered life per se, but anything that was going to go bad with it from its inception would have went bad. So we're getting a new vehicle basically, but it's been broke in.
Do they measure those in hours on use?
They probably do have a recommendation as far as rotating equipment out, but I don't have those figures for you. Unfortunately, Dylan couldn't make it tonight, but I know what type of use it gets, and considering what we've put ours through, I have no reason to believe it wouldn't last longer, because the technology is far better on the newer truck, and they still build very, very good trucks. Vector is a very reputable company.
Well, the problems that we have in this town with our sewers, this is a truck that is piece of equipment that is badly needed.
Yes. yes, it's just like a garbage truck. It's something that you have to have. If anybody has any other questions.
Value on the one that we're going to replace? Justin, I know
Well,
that
anywhere
that they were offering something, but
Yes, I think at first they said possibly around 15,000, but then they did an inspection of ours, and with the tank issues, which we have repaired the tank, Bill Clark from the power plant repaired it for us and did a wonderful job. But after they inspected the tank and looked over the equipment, they said that they would only trade it or give us 5,000 in trade. We could auction that, I wouldn't have any problem with placing this on an auction, but that's entirely up to you. I mean, we could get a little more for it or not, I don't know, but it does have a non-functioning suction system, so it's a gamble, but if you guys decided you wanted to do something like that, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But the fact is, they said they would give us around $5,000 for it.
I had the opportunity to be in Ottawa last week, and Ottawa's got the exact one that you're buying. It's got the Peterbilt chassis, and I got to see it in operation. I didn't know we were going to be buying one, but I got the demo from them. But I think it's a prudent investment. It's neat that the product's made in Streeter, Illinois. It's a locally sourced product. I'd say we keep our trade in and try to negotiate selling that privately because the $5,000 just doesn't seem like enough on that product. I would just say that the resolution as it's written, to go ahead with the purchase of that Vector, I would really encourage us just go ahead and move forward with that.
The only question that I have now for Justin, since Water, Electric, and Street is going to be using this, is it going to be split between the three departments on their line budget to pay the loan back? Do we know this yet?
That's something we haven't talked to Rachel about yet. Typically, she does try to share those costs when they're used among departments, but I don't know if that's her plan at this point. You might notice in there that she is planning on foregoing one of the 2018 capital projects in order to make a decent down payment on this truck, which, and apparently that capital project probably can wait another year, so we probably won't have too much imposition on that. But and then if this is approved tonight, she'll go out and try to get more aggressive financing too.
If I may, the new truck has a system on it called hydro excavation. The old truck did not have that. We did use it to run services, but it was really not designed for it. The new truck can be used to run small services, whether it be electric or water, and without the operator getting wickedly muddy. But it does have a system on it that we didn't have on the old truck that could be potentially, I'm not speaking for the other departments, but could be utilized for those things. And I do believe like electric distribution did try the system out on the demonstrator and did like it, but don't take any stock in that. I'm just saying they thought it was a good tool. So.
Anytime we can avoid trenching on any kind of project, it's safer for our employees.
Anything else? Thank you, Justin. Thank you. The motion has been seconded. Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
Aye.
Fabia.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. Thank you, Pete. We don't have a city manager tonight, so we don't have a city manager report. I've got a few things under mayor report. First of all, I want to congratulate Lindsay and Nathan on the sports complex going forward out of our industrial park. I think it's going to be a game changer here in the city. Lately we have had a lot of challenges with economic development. The issues that we have had with the Federal Economic Development Agency over this on the industrial park has literally gone on for months, and it's been a little ridiculous. But they do not consider the sports complex economic development. But 120,000 visitors a year to our town and $5 million boost to our local economy seems to say otherwise. So it's been out of our control, but through negotiations we have reached an agreement with them, and we're going to be moving forward. Economic development is jobs, it's property tax revenue, it's expanding our tax base. And we continue to have businesses that are interested in our recycling building out by the railroad tracks. We received one today that is very promising. And we know that we have two others that are interested in the building as well, from a business standpoint. We did have another taxing body that was interested in the building a few months ago that kind of threw a wrench into everything as far as moving forward with economic development on the previous project. And I'm going to say now that, for the record, I'm not going to support selling that building to any other taxing body, regardless of who that taxing body might be. I'm only interested in myself, in business. And, you know, when you think about it, when another local taxing body comes in to give a proposal, they're using our tax dollars to compete against a business that is wanting to expand in Princeton, that wants to bring jobs and property tax revenue to the area to expand our tax base. They're using our dollars to defeat that, which is, to me, is an improper use of our tax dollars. Any taxing body, whether it's the city, the school, the county, the township, should never use tax dollars to compete against business, expansion, jobs, and future property taxes. Taxing bodies, we should all be working together to expand our tax base, not maintain or otherwise shrink it. You know, we own this building out there, so I'm expecting to have another RFP probably in September. And because we do have interest from business entities, and we want those to come in, have a request for proposal, study the proposals, and go with the proposal that means what means the best for the residents of the city of Princeton, because those are the taxpayers that we represent. So I don't have anything else on that. I got a couple other things. First of all, due to the upcoming, we'll probably repeat this at our next meeting, but due to the upcoming Labor Day holiday, garbage and recycling routes will be as follows. Monday, September 3rd, routes will be picked up on Tuesday, September 4th. Please set your garbage and recycling out by 5 a.m. If you have any questions, call the street department, 875-2631, option 2. And tomorrow night, Tuesday, August 7th, from 5 to 8 at Soldiers and Sailors Park is National Night Out. In recognition of America's Night Out Against Crime, the Princeton Police Department is proud to sponsor this community awareness event. They will be grilling hot dogs and providing chips and water to attendees. Additional food will be available from Grandma Rosie's. See Possible will be selling raffle tickets for a Harley-Davidson motorcycle at the event, so please come out to this family-friendly event and join us. This is a great opportunity for the public to meet our public safety folks who help keep our communities safe. So again, that's tomorrow night, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock at Soldiers and Sailors Park, National Night Out. I don't have anything else. What am I? Okay. The old business.
If I could, Mayor, for just a moment. This is minor but still important. I appreciate the city purchasing the 2 pedestrian crossing signs. You'll notice them on South Main Street. We talked about that a couple years ago. Didn't quite get the job done. As Princeton looks forward to becoming more pedestrian and bicycle friendly, those signs are important to remind the vehicles they're supposed to stop for the pedestrians. And we don't necessarily have those at the north end, and there's a lot of reasons as trucks have to make turns that we probably see those things get run over a couple times a day. But any pedestrian crosswalk that's designated a crosswalk, the vehicles are supposed to stop for the pedestrian. And we just encourage pedestrian safety. And so we appreciate the 2 signs that were put out. But just because there's just 2 there doesn't mean you shouldn't be stopping elsewhere for the pedestrian. So I just want to bring that up.
Any other old business? Any new business?
I just have one item to Chief. Love the video. If anyone hasn't watched it yet, the lip sync video with the police department. I don't know what the fire department's doing, if they're doing anything yet. They did a great job.
Any other new business? Any public comment? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting and reconvene at our next.
Make a motion that we adjourn our meeting this evening, and then be ready for our next regular meeting on Monday, August 20th, 7 o'clock here at City Hall.
Second.
Motion has been second. Call roll.
Councilmember Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mavry.
Aye.
Fabia.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye, this meeting is adjourned, and thank you all for attending.